What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to discuss and break down the first two episodes of the Hawkeye series. Let's go through and explore the nerdy multiverse and talk about it all. However, before we begin talking about these episodes and the theories that we have about these characters in the series, this is a spoiler warning, as we will be going in for a deep dive on these characters and everything we have seen and heard from them and about them in these two episodes. You have been warned.
That does it!
You're still here.
To start off, we are going to give our thoughts on these first two episodes of the Hawkeye series. These episodes were honestly great and are a great start to a Marvel Disney Plus series. Both of these first two episodes were very good comedic-wise and plot-wise. There were a lot of funny moments, such as seeing the meme "Thanos was right" being implemented into the MCU as a joke now. And the expanding story of what is going on in this series was great. All of the characters in the series so far seem to be very interesting and very likable, especially Kate Bishop, but don't forget about Pizza Dog. The first episode has more action compared to the second episode, but it really doesn't change anything because both of these episodes were very enjoyable. Episode 2 was great as well. The ending of the episode was also very awesome. We got to see Echo for the first time, who is also getting her very own series sometime down the line. Echo was actually the first person to take on the Ronin title in the comics. I think that most people can agree that the Tracksuit Mafia are not going to be the main villains of the show. To this point, I have some theories and suspicions on some of the characters that we have already met inside of the first two episodes of the show. First off, let's begin by talking about the character of Jack, Eleanor Bishop's fiance, Eleanor being Kate's mother. The character of Jack is obviously very shady, and we see Kate suspecting that and even trying to expose him for it. I believe that the symbolism of all of the swords he owns or is collecting is very interesting and could possibly bring in the group the Hand, Jack possibly being a hand assassin, as the Hand's assassins are highly trained in close combat, including swordsmanship. I will mention this group having some tie-ins in the show, again with another character. It is also being speculated that Jack could turn into a comic character known as the Swordsman. Jack being the character of Swordsman is the most likely option in my opinion. To touch on the group that I mentioned while talking about the character of Jack, the Hand is a villainistic organization who are often seen being the ones to completely be controlling the whole scene of the underworld part of the Marvel Universe. The Hand are mostly made up of highly skilled mystical ninjas. These ninjas are very involved in organized crime and assassination plots in the Marvel Universe. The Hand has often been seen running the crime in major cities, such as New York City, which is where the Hawkeye series is taking place. This group has had run-ins and have been seen as villains for people such as Daredevil, and at one point Kingpin was the leader of the Hand. Now that we have touched a little on the group the Hand, we can move on and discuss another character me and others have some suspicions about. One of these characters being Kate's own mother, Eleanor Bishop. People have suggested that they think that she could turn out to be Madame Mask. With this theory, however, I am unsure. Some suspicions that I have with Eleanor go with some of the symbolism we see with her throughout the first two episodes. In the present day, when we get to see her again, we can notice that her house or her penthouse has a lot of decorations correlating with the color red, as well as her and Jack setting up tons of swords on the walls and tables around the property. This brings me to another point, that every time that we see Eleanor in the present day, she is wearing just red. Why is this important, or what does her wearing red really even mean, you may ask? Well, this again brings up the group The Hand, as their group greatly associates with the color of red, and that is all we have seen Eleanor wearing when in public. When she was being threatened by Armand III, she quite literally just shrugged it off as if it was nothing. Could this be because he truly posed no threat to her because she is a high-ranking member of the Hand? And is this why we later see Armand murdered? Did she order someone to do it? Did she order Jack to do it? And now we are seeing it all play out as he was the obvious killer, so that our eyes get taken off of who was truly pulling those strings. We will have to wait and see. Speaking of Armand III, when he was threatening Eleanor, he said something that raised some ears in the community. What he said was, "I have some very powerful friends too, the kind you don't want to mess with." Why does Armand saying this matter? Well, this could ultimately be a little hint at Kingpin being associated with Armand somehow. Armand possibly working for him in some way. This could make sense, as Kingpin is someone you would consider a very powerful friend that you wouldn't want to mess with. Kingpin is also heavily rumored to show up in the last few episodes of the Hawkeye series, the same week that we are getting No Way Home and seeing the introduction of Matt Murdock into the MCU. It is also rumored that Kingpin's look will be more comic accurate inside of the MCU, being much bigger or bulkier. Well, you guys, that is about all for today. If you have any ideas or theories about this show, the plot, or any of the characters in it, feel free to let us know in the comments down below so that we can discuss it with you guys. Remember, Marvel fans, Monday will be the day that tickets go on sale for No Way Home, so be ready, and keep in mind that we are quickly getting the third episode of Hawkeye next Wednesday. Keep an eye out for that, and keep an eye out for when we release a video here. As always, thank you all for watching today's video. The recent support has been awesome, and it is very much appreciated. We cannot wait to see how much the nerdy multiverse can expand. With that being said, thank you for sticking around and listening to our thoughts about the first 2 episodes of the Hawkeye series. If you feel kind enough today, remember to hit that like button and smash the subscribe button. Who knows what kind of power you will hold after doing so. We will see you all the next time that we go through and explore the nerdy multiverse.